issue is poverty. The issue is gentrification. Homelessness. Food deserts. The issue is homelessness. People are sleeping on the street. And y'all know that. We need actual wages. Why do you not care about us? The community that spoke several times about what they need. I didn't see you. I didn't see you. I didn't see you. Where the hell have you been at?
Right now at 6 o'clock, real, raw emotions this afternoon during a meeting held to address the growing violence in the city of Indianapolis. Good evening, everyone. I'm Brooke Martin.
I'm Phil Sanchez. Thank you for joining us tonight at 6 o'clock. The strong words came earlier today as the FOP and Council Republicans unveiled a new plan to address the violence, calling for an emergency summit.
News 8's David Williams joins us now live downtown to explain what's going on. David, good evening.
Good evening to both of you. Well, just a little while ago, a couple hours ago, Indy's FOP leader stood right there on this stage and said our city is hemorrhaging and we have got to stop the bleeding. The leading minority Republican city county councilor wants to bring what he calls real voices and solutions to the table. This afternoon, the frustrations of many people forced to deal with death in the city came to the surface. An event by the Fraternal Order of Police and Republican council members to announce a public safety summit ended with shouts from the crowd.
My family's been losing members left and right. My 13-year-old cousins died. My family lives with that. It's beyond anything everybody can possibly know. It's not a speech up here that we can deliver. Come on.
Enough is enough. It stops with our children and all the killing that's so normal to us. It is not normal. It is not correct. So are we going to continue to talk?
It's about who we are. I live this every day.
As for that emergency summit, city and county leaders are working out the details as we speak. The public will be invited to those meetings. Of course, we will keep you posted right here on Wish TV and on wishtv.com as those details are worked out. We are live in downtown Indianapolis. I'm David Williams, Wish TV, News 8.
All right, David, thank you very much. Tonight, both the mayor and the police chief tell us there's a crime crisis brewing right here in Indianapolis.
teammates Richard Essex has that part of our team coverage at 6. Richard.
Now, when I asked both men, the mayor and the chief of police, are we in a crisis? They both said definitely yes. When Louise Panetta hears gunshots, she usually calls the cops. Last night, she heard something that sounded like gunfire.
My eyes always open all the time through here in Fountain Square.
The sound of gunfire has become all too common around her house, as has crime become common in Indianapolis. I asked Mayor Hogsett if the city was in crisis, and he didn't hesitate with an answer.
Well, it's been a bad start of the year.
In the last week, 4 young people were murdered in an apartment. Over the weekend, another person shot and killed. And this morning, police found a body in Fountain Square. As of right now, police are calling this a death investigation.
It's the beginning of a year. I hope the patterns change. I'm confident that they will.
Last year, the city experienced a small drop in overall homicide numbers over the previous year. This year, the murder rate is taking a much different trajectory.
As I said at the very beginning, and is the nature of your question, we're not off to a good start so far this year.
The man that is tasked with carrying the crime-fighting mantle for the city is Chief Randall Taylor.
I hate to use the word crisis, but I let people judge for themselves. It's way too many. We want to call it a crisis. I'm willing to go with that. One is too many.
Chief Taylor has been a cop for better than 30 years. He has worked his way up through the ranks to the chief's office and right into the middle of a spike in violent crime. Taylor says the number of victims has decreased, but the number of incidents has increased.
But it's something about this mentality and this willingness to take people's lives or at least harm people that has got me the most concerned, and I think the rest of the community is really concerned as well.
The name of the victim found in Fountain Square this morning is 38-year-old Robert Buskirk. Police say that he died apparently from a gunshot wound, and the case is now being ruled as a homicide. The police told me the department is planning an announcement later on this week. When I pressed him for details, he declined to comment. In the studio, Richard Essex, my teammate.